What's going on, my fellow tubers and rumble bastards? Oh yeah, that's right. When I say rumble bastards, it's because, well, only those type of people are going to be over in Rumble because we're brave enough to do so, right? Everybody else goes to YouTube, but nonetheless, I got to play the game to get myself out there. I got to, play YouTube and Rumble both. But I assure you, here pretty soon, things are going to be changing to the point where all my good stuff, real good stuff, is going to be over in Rumble because of the fact that YouTube does censorship. So just letting you know that in advance. Let's get right into the reason for this. I wanted to do an unboxing review on this Optronics LED, which is part number ILL22CFS in white. They have a black one, I guess. I've kind of looked at it. Supposedly has 1044 lumens, interior light with a switch. I had to cut it open here, right up top, get it open, get it out. I've got a little bit of bad news, actually. I was going to operate this for you. I was going to show you how bright it is, or at least its performance. But I hooked it up already, and guess what? It doesn't even work. I mean, it works, but it doesn't. What happened is when you hook in the power and you flip it on, you can see the LEDs, they just barely glow. And I tried with my 12-volt power supply, and I tried to hook two 7.4 volt RC car battery packs in series, which gave me damn near 15 volts, but I guess this thing is good to 20 some volts or whatever. I think it was rated at. But anyway, point being is that it barely glows, and that's disappointing, of course. Now, I got some good news here, but so it doesn't work, but let's at least take a look at it, right? All right, so basically what you got here is you got the LED light. There was some screws that came in here. I already took those out. And you're basically going to take this and flush mount it wherever. Just put it up against the surface. You can see everything is, mounted flush, including the switch here, so that way it doesn't interfere with anything. And you got a little bit of gap in here if you had to actually hide or tuck these wires down inside there like so. It would be possible. So just letting you know how that works. Basically what they've done is they've taken a LED light board, or whatever you want to call it. They place it inside this plastic housing here, and then they poured what appeared to be epoxy resin or something clear and gluey and whatever, and it's cured now, over the top of the whole thing. And I assume that makes it kind of waterproof and, keeps you from touching the wrong circuit or whatever, grounding, shorting, all that kind of stuff. So it's actually, this is girthy. It's actually got some weight to it. The switch operates really nicely. I actually did put it, I did put the what do you want to call it, the digital volt ohm meter, my ohm meter on here, and you can see it working perfectly. So the switch is great. The glue portion of it is, they kind of dip the glue or whatever this stuff is over the top of the contacts here. So I think that's also to keep it from, getting, again, making it waterproof or whatever. But so anyway, that's what this is. It's made in Taiwan. You can clearly see that right there. It's actually a really nice unit if it worked. So the good news is I reached out to the company via email, their support, and they said, no problem, we'll send you a brand new one. So they have a brand new one on the way, and I will basically, when I get it, maybe I'll do a quick video on showing you how it works, or, the brightness of it or whatever. The intention that I had for this was I was going to put this in my 65 F100, and maybe even my 1971 Mustang right there. So, because the factory light unit that I have, well, I don't have it for the 65 F100. That thing came without a headliner and everything. For my Mustang, I think I still have it. I'm not sure. I just kind of want to modernize, number one. And number two, if I remember right, I do not have the plastic cover that goes over the top. I know you can buy those LED light bulb replacements to go in there. I suppose maybe I could do that, but I mean, again, I was just going to do this because, it's just modernized and it's ready to go. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking wrong. Maybe I'll change my mind, but for now, that's the whole idea that I was going to use this for. And obviously, as I say, it's not working, so it's not going to happen. But I'm getting a replacement, and that one mainly will be used in my 65F100. That's what I'm going to be using this for. And I hope it works when they get it, because again, it looks like a very robust unit. And how I got this AutoZone Advanced Auto in this local neighborhood of mine was going out of business, and this happened to be sitting there. I don't remember how much this was going for as far as like retail price. I bet it was over $20, because I've seen these on eBay for over $20. And I think I got it for like $3.99 or something like that. It was a super sale, store closing sale, so I got it real cheap. And what I plan to do is hook up the power, and it says in here, or somewhere, there we go, black is positive, white is ground. It says it right there. So what I was going to do is I was going to put this up to a hot, and then I was going to actually ground this to where, it's grounded. And then obviously when you flip it on, all you're doing really is just, grounding this thing. And I even thought about maybe getting on the hot side of this switch, I guess, which would probably be this side here, kind of scratching it off and soldering in, another ground wire that's going to then go down to the door switch. It's 1965 F100, at least mine, does not have a door switch, and I would like it to come on and off. So I'm thinking about doing that to where whenever I open up my door and the door switch itself just, goes to ground, this light would then come on with the door or with this switch right here. Now, the only problem with doing that, of course, is that if you did that, every time you had the door open, it's always going to come on. And I kind of wish they had that set up already. I kind of wish they had a three-way switch here to where you could turn the light on, and then you could put it in the middle to where, if it was, grounded, that it could turn on with the door switch, and then you could flip it over to another spot where it's completely off. So that way, for example, if it's summertime and you're working in there and you got your door wide open, this thing is not going to be on constantly. I guess you could always pull the fuse or whatever, but then that's just something you have to reach down and figure that out. But that's what I was kind of wishing that it would have, but I haven't found anything that's been this robust as far as it feels really nice. If this thing works, this is going to be a really nice unit. So, alright, so again, it is the Optronics LED interior light, and that's what it looks like. That is what you're going to be getting when you get the package. And hopefully yours is going to work. I'm getting my replacement here any day now. So just wanted you to let you know. Like, subscribe, and of course Rumble always, because Rumble's getting bigger, getting better, and is, in my opinion, going to be something of a YouTube at some point, because people are going to realize that, censorship really does suck. And YouTube will probably figure it out a little too late, and they'll try to suck you back. But then, one thing about the commies, they never learn their lesson. They always get you back for the money, and then once they're in a good spot, they do it to you again. So, what's the saying? The saying is, the reason why they keep doing it is because you didn't hang them the last time. Or, in YouTube's case, the reason why they keep doing it is because you keep supporting them. And yes, I know I'm guilty of that too. But at the same time, I'm not getting paid. They're making their money off of me, honestly, at this point. So, once Rumble starts getting bigger and better and badder, you betcha, I think everybody's going to go there. Or maybe there'll be another one that comes along that is actually free speech, etc. I do certainly hope so. We could use the competition, that's for sure. Alright guys, thanks again. Come on back, because I'm going to have a lot more for you.